Hello, my beautiful friends. It's Lisa here from Arcaneandstellar. I want to welcome you to my channel today for this timeless pick a card reading. We're going to be looking at their feelings for you. So you may have someone on your mind that you wonder, like, how do they feel about me? Whether it's a crush or, somebody that you're seeing, maybe it's an ex, maybe it's somebody else, whoever you want to really apply it to, you can do that. Of course, I encourage you to use your intuition because pick a cards really rely on your intuition as a viewer and not so much on mine. Of course, I might get some intuitive messages, but they may not always be for everyone. So keep it in mind. With that being said, let's go ahead and choose a group. Now, I want you to take a moment and really consider that person that you're thinking about. Picture them in your mind's eye and see where you're feeling drawn to. So is it to the garnet on group number 1, the amethyst, the aquamarine, or the red agate? 1, 2, 3, or 4. You can also use the images, whatever feels right. Just take the time to meditate and you should be able to find one that you're connecting to, hopefully. Now, once you found that, you can go in the timestamps, which are in the description box, and go straight to your message. So thank you so much for being here. If you do want to get a personal reading with me, you can do that through my Etsy store. It's up in the description box. You can also get back to the channel by going to my wish list, or you can do it by tipping here on this video. You can also join on the members area as well if you'd like and get some exclusive pick a card content. But anyway, you guys, take care and I will see you in your reading. Hello everyone that chose group number 1 with the garnet and also this card here, dreams. So I feel like for you guys right off the bat with the dreams card, I'm just kind of looking at that and I feel as if this person that you've asked about, they've had a dream about you recently. You've been in their dream, or you will be soon or shortly. And I think for a lot of you, that could be confirmation for you. Like it's coming through because it's like, oh, this is like confirmation. They actually just told you recently that they've had a dream about you, or they will soon. And of course here with dreams as well, is it does make me feel that this person has some sort of desire for a future, like they dream about a future with you. They kind of have things that they desire with you or that they want to complete with you. It could be like dreaming to go on a trip with you, dreaming to show you something, dreaming to have an experience with you of some kind. But overall, I would say that to me, it just gives me this very hopeful energy. And like, of course, dreams, maybe sometimes they feel out of reach, but I feel like this person would want to reach them, with you. So it's like, I don't know, it's just like somebody who dreams of like, I don't know, maybe it's like winning the lottery and like surprising you with it, or, doing something great for you. I don't know, I just get that strong feeling here with this one. We've also got here the anchor and the lily. Now this shows me that this person is quite serious about you in some way. And this can show longevity. Okay, so these two particular cards to me represent longevity. And so it feels like this person, well, first of all, they may feel quite tied to you, quite secure with you, especially for those of you in marriages, and maybe you're asking about a partner, or maybe it's an ex that you were with for a very long time. This can be quite promising because it really does show that they feel very secure with you or very good about you. And obviously, I think for those of you that are maybe kind of tentatively getting to know someone or, something like that, this really shows something very sweet. And I would say secure. Like there's a secureness to it, a steadiness, and something that can last and grow old is something I'm getting. And that's kind of also too what I was getting with the dreams. It's like they have far off dreams. It's like they want to kind of port at the harbor with you, or they want to kind of grow old with you. You know what I'm saying? Or there's that kind of desire to see things into fruition long into the future. We also have the Emperor as well. I want to say this person, they feel great responsibility towards you. This person could be older, okay, because we do have the Lily and we have the Emperor. And so I do feel like this is somebody who handles responsibility or wants to be a responsible person. Maybe they dream of being that Emperor for you. Honestly, this could really show that somebody wants to be your husband or your partner, okay? So that they might want to stick around, or they want to be a leader in some way to you as well. Of course, if it's if you're asking about something maybe in regard to work or something, And the Emperor could show like a boss or, you know, an authority figure. Of course, this person wants you to be around for a long time, and they have dreams for the future, and they see a future ahead of you guys, right? And they would want to see you there, right? So that's kind of what I'm getting to in that case, of course, because some of you might be asking about different things. Now we have Pansy, and it says here, sweet thoughts. Pray you love, remember, and there are pansies, that's for thoughts. Unknown. Sweet thoughts. So this person, they're having a lot of nice thoughts about you. Like, they don't have anything negative to say about you. I would say that this person has only positive things to say about you. You're secure, you're reliable, you are somebody who has a lot of maturity. They may feel like you are also quite mature as well, and are a good achiever of your dreams as well. That could be. And we have here longing. Someone is secretly yearning for you. So definitely with sweet thoughts and longing and dreams, I definitely get that vibe that they could be kind of really having a lot of desire towards you, thinking about you, wanting you around, and that sort of thing. Especially for those of you where this is romantic, it's pretty good, right? And then we have here the 7th house. And of course, for a lot of you, especially that are familiar with astrology, you know that the 7th house relates to marriages, but also business partnerships and other such close connections. It's a house of companionship, of best friends, marriage, relationships, you know, equilibrium. It's about harmony, about balance, right? And so again, I feel like this person, for some of you, they may feel like they want to bring balance and stability to your life. Again, in a work situation, that's quite nice because it feels like this person wants to give you something. They feel like you deserve a lot, and that you, there's this desire for longevity that I get, no matter the circumstances. So no matter the circumstances. So whatever this person is to you that you're asking about, they want to see longevity with you. They want to see something good with you, right? And so overall, quite a positive reading. This person could be longing to marry you, to be with you, to have a future with you, to settle down with you, all these sorts of vibes, right? Let's get some charms as well. Okay. Oh, we have that fleur-de-lis. So the fleur-de-lis reminds me of gosh, what's the word I'm looking? Loyalty. Loyalty is what that reminds me of. So again, very loyal vibes coming from this person, I would say. We also have, oh my goodness, oh look at how cute, the Mickey Mouse key. So this could be about even having a child with you. For some of you, they may want to get together to have a child, to have a family with you. Of course, this could be unlocking youth and excitement and having fun. For some of you, this could be actually that they dream to go to Disney World with you or something. Or they want to like take you there or go there or something like that. And we also have here this pin here, grandmas are great. So for some of you, this could be a past grandmother coming through. I've seen that happen more than once when this charm comes out. So for some of you, if you have lost a grandmother, she could be saying hello and letting you know she's around and that she watches over you. Of course, for some of you, grandma could be important somehow in this connection, or there could be some sort of discussion about that. Maybe if some of you are worried about a grandma, there's a message that grandma's going to be okay. You know what I mean? If you have any worry about your grandma. Now, we also have this horseshoe. Now, this reminds me of a magnet or a horseshoe. And for me, I'm really picking up magnet. That's the word I heard in my head, magnet. So I feel like this person's magnetized towards you. I'm not really taking this as the horseshoe. I guess it's kind of not, I'm not really sure what it's supposed to be, but that's what I got intuitively. So I'll stick with what I got. But yeah, I do feel like this sort of magnetic pull that they feel towards you. We also have the turtle, and turtles have, you know, a very long lifespan. And again, I think this proves that longevity, you know, and same owls as well. A lot of wisdom. I feel like this person wants to really, they want to tread carefully. They want to grow old, grow wiser, and all that sort of thing with you. And then look at this. We have the harmony of the 7th house, but we also have the yin-yang symbol. And again, I think this person feels quite balanced and good with you. Like you complement each other very well. That there's harmony in the relationship. That there's a balance between the two of you as well. And so overall, I'm really liking the charms here. I like everything I'm seeing here. Now, of course, the turtle as well can relate to Oh, it depends. I guess it depends. But some turtles are fast, some are slow. But I would say, you know what I mean? Again, it just kind of relates to me to longevity and sticking it through. Keeping at it. You know, it was so funny because I recently was just watching a video on YouTube, and this girl got a turtle when she was a kid, and it's like, it's going to basically live like all of her life. And sometimes it's like smart to think about that. Like my mom wanted to get like a parrot or whatever, but then she thought, well, parrots can live a very long time. I'm too old to get one, because if I pass away, because there's no way that she would probably be alive, you know what I mean? As long as a parrot will live, so it's like maybe not the wisest choice. But in this case, I'm not saying that towards you, but I'm just saying that there's that longevity, you know what I mean, that exists. And I just get that so strongly throughout here. So this person's serious is what I'm getting. This is not like a flight of fancy. This is not something that, you know what I mean, disappears. This isn't like flavor of the week. Not at all. This is very much longing to be with you, dreaming to be with you, hoping. And of course, like I said, if it's a platonic situation or a professional situation, I mean, chill. Chill. They're fine. Maybe it's not like that. It might be that they're just, you know, wanting to see a future with you, and they want you to stay on board and stuff like that, right? Okay. Any other messages here? We've got here the hummingbird, sweet. Oh, sweet. Well, I said sweet. Okay, fill up on the sweetness of life, joyous nectar. And again, yeah, look at that. Sweet thoughts, sweet, sweet, sweet. They feel like you're a sweet person, I feel like. That's what it is. I feel like that they think that you are a very nice person. They feel good about you. They have good thoughts about you. It's all very, very positive. I want to take this deck over here. If I can get to it. There we go. Any other further thoughts here or feelings that group 1 needs to know about in relation to this person? We've got the lady. The bouquet. Oh, beautiful. You're beautiful. You're nice. You're kind. You're well-mannered. Some of you might have strong Venus in your chart, or Venus Mercury, Venus Moon, something along those lines. Wow. Very beautiful. So again, to me, the stars map the future. It's like it's a navigation. And again, it's just everything points towards this person thinking long term or wanting something long term. And of course, like I said, with the bouquet, they feel like you're beautiful, charming, sweet, nice. You know what I mean? This is a very positive set of cards here as well. And any final messages before I sign off with how they're feeling? Don't stop. Yeah, they don't want to stop with you. They don't want to stop. They want to keep going. They want to see. They hope things never end between the two of you, or that you're never going to go away from them. It's all about like, let's keep going and exploring and seeing what can happen. Let's follow our dreams. Let's see where things go. Again, like I said, in any situation, this is just such a favorable reading. And you guys know I don't sugarcoat things. If I see things that I think are negative, I will straight up say it. And I just have nothing negative to say here. It's all very positive. So you guys, if you've chosen the right pile, this is a very good connection. And I think this person's a very good person, and they feel very warmly toward you. So definitely think you could trust them, that you could, you know what I mean? Trust that they'll want to be in your life a long time, that they have good intentions, that they have honorable feelings towards you, feelings of respect, and of, desire for a happy future for both of you. So very, very nice. You guys, I hope this reading was helpful for you. If you would like to get a personal reading with me, you can do that through my Etsy store, which is linked up in the description box. You can join here as a member if you'd like some more exclusive content. And of course, you can subscribe for more videos. Turn on that notification bell so you can make sure that you always get notified when I post. I know that YouTube is punishing me a little bit because I've been a little bit inactive. I've been feeling quite tired, to be honest, and just not myself. I've had a lot of personal issues popping up again in my life. So all last weekend kind of got screwed up for me. My grandmother was in the hospital. They said it was a brain bleed. It was awful. I thought she was going to die. I was all in tears. And then they said it wasn't, but there is some mass. So pray for her. And you know what I mean? Send her, prayers her way if you can. But it was quite a dramatic weekend last weekend, so I really just didn't get to post much. Anyway, I wish you all the very, very best. Take care, and I'll see you on the next reading. Bye-bye. Hello, my friends. So if you chose group number 2 here with this amethyst, this is going to be your reading. So what does the person on your mind feel about you? Let's take a look. So I see the card appreciation. That's what came out for you. We have the sunflower. So for some of you, you might be connected to sunflowers, of course. Now, with the appreciation card, the first thing I'm really channeling is an appreciation of you, obviously. And for some of you, like I'm getting something more specific, like you've done something recently for them that makes them appreciate you a lot. Perhaps you've done them a favor, or you've done something out of kindness, you gifted them something. But generally there's this appreciation surrounding their feelings about you. It's like, appreciate the fact that you're around, that you're there, that you are, present in their life, that you do the things that you do. It's like just a general warmth that it just feels like I'm glad that they're around, That's exactly the words that I'm getting. I'm so glad they're like in my life, or I'm so glad they're around. It's, it's a nice feeling. And again, like I said, the sunflower too makes me think of warmth and happiness and all that good stuff too. So we also have here the dog and the ring. Very, very positive cards here, because the dog can represent loyalty and friendship and kindness, right? And then of course the ring can show loyalty and togetherness and longevity as well, promises, This person really feels like you're trustworthy. And I feel like they think of you as somebody, look at this, we have support. They feel like you're a supportive person. And maybe you've been there for them recently, or in general, or in the past. If you have done something good for this person, it's like they are so appreciative of your support. And maybe if you've done a favor for them, it's like, man, I'm so appreciative that they always pull through for me, or that they always are there for me. We also have that Page of Cups as well, which shows a lot of friendliness. And we have let's talk about this. We have Aquarius, and we also have Snapdragon, which we'll talk about as well. But yeah, so kind of just looking at this Page of Cups. The Page of Cups is a very sweet character, and very friendly personality. So again, I think that there's an appreciation for your friendliness, for your kindness, for your warmth. You may have a very sweet demeanor to you, a nice voice, or, just a nice way of being. It's like maybe you say encouraging things to them. And there's just something also that they may feel is very innocent about you and very trustworthy is what I'm getting. Like this person, like their main feeling is that you are reliable and trustworthy. Like that's such a strong feeling coming through here. And for some of you as well with Aquarius, we might have like somebody who really feels like you're a team worker. And for those of you who are coming, like especially in connection to like career, like maybe it's a coworker that you're asking about, a boss, somebody in the workplace, there can be such a strong feeling. Sorry, I'm keep touching the cards. There's such a strong feeling of teamwork and collaboration, right? Because Aquarius, of course, it says here, experimental, rational, unique, liberal, electric, group-oriented, humanitarian, free radical, eccentric, diverse, futuristic, utopian, etc., right? Now, Aquarius is about the group and about friendship. And so for a lot of you, this could be a friend that you're asking about, right? And for others of you, this could be somebody where there are friendly relations. This person definitely thinks of you as a good friend and like a good person to be around, a good team worker. So like I said, if you work with this person, this is really good because they could feel like you're very sweet, you're very kind, you're reliable, you maybe have helped them recently and they really appreciate that. They look at you as somebody who does kind of think of the group as a whole. Maybe you've done something as a favor even to somebody else, not them, but they saw how you cared about everyone, you know what I mean, involved. Like it's kind of like a teamwork project or something. And so I see that too. And we also have the Snapdragon, and it says here, graciousness and benevolence. No act of kindness, no matter how small, is ever wasted. And that's, yeah, you may do a lot of nice things for people. You know what I mean? I had this girl that I worked with, and she was so sweet. One time she brought me a card. Another time she brought me like just a a drink because she like noticed what I drank and then brought it for me, and it was just so sweet of her and made my day. And it was just like these little gestures that really made a difference to my day. And like, it was just, she was a nice person to work with, you know? And anyway, very kind and thoughtful. And that's the kind of vibe I'm getting. Like that girl, her name was Maya. And yeah, or Mia. Mia, sorry. I always say Maya because that was the way it was spelled, but it was actually Mia. Sorry. Oh my God, if she's watching this, that'd be funny. Anyway, but it was just spelled more like Maya, but she said Mia. Anyway. But yeah, it was just like such a sweetheart, like, you know what I mean? And just a nice, thoughtful person, and always there for people and all of that, right? And so that's kind of the vibe I'm getting. Mia vibes. But yeah, I would say that this person feels quite positively about you. Let me see what else is going to come through here. Ask for help from others. Again, wow, that's such a synchronicity. There we go. Helping, like you're a helping person. You may care a lot about other people as well. Because of course with Aquarius, there's that humanitarian aspect as well. So again, you know, it's like helping. It's like they know you're a person. They feel like you're a person that they can go to if they need a helping hand. Let's get some charms. I'm getting that song from Grease in my head right now. The one at the end of the film or the musical where it's like, we go together like da 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 da. I don't remember the lyrics, but oh wow, look at that, because we have Sally from Nightmare Before Christmas, and she's a loyal person, helpful and kind. Oh, we've got Leo here too. Okay, a lion, of course, a lion. And look at that, we have the cherries. Okay, let's look. I'm gonna bring them. Can you see them over there? Okay, yeah, I'm gonna take them off the card so that it's not distracting on the background, right? You've got people's back is what I've got. Like this mermaid, she's looking away, right? And it's on both sides, by the way. But it's like it's like you're the person where they can like trust you when they turn their back. Like they can trust you to do what needs to be done. Like for instance, like at a workplace, again, kind of talking about that particular case. But even so, like even if it's a love situation, it's like, you know what I mean? They can tell you something and they know that you'll do it. They don't have to follow up or you know what I mean? Like they know that they can trust you when, you know, they ask you for help. And otherwise, of course, too, you know what I mean? Like they feel like they could trust you no matter the circumstances, no matter who you're asking about. That's still a prevalent message. Of course, we have the bee here, and they may feel like you are, again, good team worker. Bees are like very much involved in a very big network, right? And so it's like you think about the greater good, about humanity, and that sort of thing too. Of course, with the lion here, I think of Leo. So some of you might have a strong Leo placement. Of course, we have Aquarius here too. But Leos are known to be very good with children, very theatrical, very nice, very generous, very loyal. Oftentimes, Leos are very generous. And as well, so again, a generous personality, maybe very like outgoing and friendly, that sort of thing. Regardless whether you're Leo or not, you don't have to be, but if you are, do a line in the comments. Okay, and then a star for Aquarius if you're an Aquarius. I want to hear, what are your placements? I'm a Leo rising, so I have Aquarius 7th house and Leo in the 1st. Okay, so we have also the cherries here. And again, it's like they're together. It's like this person, it's like, oh my God, what is this? I got us another song. Okay. I think it's a Pussycat Dolls. I don't know the lyrics to this one either. I never actually listened to the song a whole lot, but I'm gonna stick with you, my dada. Like stick with you. I think that's what it's called. Stick with you, maybe. Anyway, that's another one I get. And yeah, we also have the bicycle here, which makes you think of like progress and of course movement. Interesting that we have like this. It looks like there's a 9 on the back of it. On the back of it, I know it's supposed to be the handlebars, but like 9, it's like my eyes caught that. So I don't know if there's something about September or something about 9 days ago or something along those lines. I wonder, because I'm like, I don't know why my brain saw that, and I've never seen that before with that charm. So anyway, and this, yeah, look at this. We have the key here with the red string, which makes you think of a soulmate or somebody who feels very like connected to you in some way. And again, even with the cherries too, it's like they feel like connected toward you. This person does. And regardless of the relationship, it's like they feel good about you. And also, you stand out as somebody very unique to them. We have the unicorn, and I always think of the unicorn as like, it's almost like, because think about even the last unicorn, right? That's what came to my mind when I saw it this time, even though it doesn't look anything like that unicorn. But it makes you think of like, they may feel like you're like the last good person on earth. Like you have qualities that don't exist in like everyone else, right? It's like, oh man, people aren't like that anymore. Or you never see this type of person that, you know what I mean? Like even nowadays, so many people, like I look around and they're so into their phones, they barely have conversations with other people sometimes. And it's just like, wow, you know? And I'm not saying like, I'm not judging or anything like that. I'm just saying that people are a little bit different, you know, than when I grew up as an example. Of course, I'm older. And it's a bit different, you know, and it's always interesting, like when I meet people that aren't like that, you know, from the younger generation. But anyway, you know what I mean? But it's just, there's something about you that really stands out as a unique quality that other people in your age group or, you know, around them don't have, you know. It's like, so it's just like there's a great appreciation for that. And then of course here's the feather, and the feather to me represents signs and synchronicities. So they may see a lot of signs and synchronicities. There may have been a lot of times where, you know, you've been there and stuff like that, or you've picked up something. For some of you, you may have actually surprised this person with like psychic like insights, like, or intuitive insights. It's like, you know what it is before something happens or something like that. Okay, let me see any further messages for group number 2. Oh, look, the ring came out again. They never want things to end. Like they would hate for this connection to ever end or for you to go away in any way. You know what I mean? I guess if you had to for your growth, they would be okay with that. But they do feel like quite, like I said, I think that they would want this to stick around. But yeah, this is like, they hope it'll never end, is what I got. So yeah, that's your guys' reading. I really do hope it was helpful. I love it if you stuck around by subscribing if you haven't already. And if you'd like to get some exclusive content, you can join here as a member on the channel. You can get back by donating to my channel, like through the wish list or through the tip button up above. And you can also get a personal reading with me on Etsy by clicking on that link in the description box. Otherwise, you know, you guys take care. I wish you a beautiful and blessed day, and will be happy to see you on the next video, okay? Bye-bye. Hello, my friends. If you chose group number 3 here with this aquamarine, this is your reading. So let's go ahead and get started. How is this person on your mind feeling about you? So we've got the card Passion here. And actually you have 2 of them. Passion and Friendship came out. And so there's definitely this duality between this person's feelings. I kind of wonder for some of you if they haven't decided how they feel. Perhaps this is a situation where there's friendship between you, but they also are kind of growing into passionate feelings, like, you know, maybe a little bit more romantic. And for others of you, of course, they could feel like you're a very good friend and a very passionate person. So I kind of want to like go forward a little bit with this reading and see what the other cards are so I can kind of get some more information, okay? So we've got that Passion and Friendship. We've also got the Scythe, the Child, and the House. And we've got here the 2 of Wands, Trust, Uranus, and Clematis. Okay. This person, first of all, greatly admires your mind and perhaps some of your passions, your hobbies, or the things that you're interested in. I think that this person very much likes it. I have a good feeling that for a lot of you, that you and this person have a lot in common, or you have similar views, or there's something that you've found that you guys share, right? Like maybe it's a similar interest or a similar hobby, like I mentioned already. And there's something about you that's a lot like different from a lot of others. I do feel like that there's something about you that there's a lot of mental beauty, right? Because it says here mental beauty. Wisdom is the abstract of the past, but beauty is a promise of the future. But mental beauty, I do feel like I said that there is something beautiful about your mind and the way you express yourself perhaps and like the kind of thoughts you have. I do feel like this person really feels like you're an intelligent person, especially with Uranus. And because Uranus is like brainstorming, it's breakthrough. It's like, wow, I wouldn't have thought of that. Like there's an admiration there, right? And yeah, especially for those of you that make a living doing your passion, I think there's a great respect and admiration for that. And especially also there's technology here. So, you know, with that too, there might be like maybe some of you are in tech, you know, careers or something, or you do something like that. Maybe there's an experimenting kind of personality to you. Like you like to experiment. You always like to see all the different sides of things. And there can be great admiration about that. The only thing I will say about Uranus is that it does hold a very unstable energy, right? And so with the trust card and the scythe, I'm going to tell you, this person, I wonder if they trust you. And it may not be something with you personally, by the way. It could be something where they have their guard up because they've had previous experiences where maybe they ended something, or, you know, maybe it was like they lost a friendship, so they have a hard time, even though maybe there's something about it that seems like it's a little untrustworthy. It's like they want to trust you. And, you know, I mean, maybe for some of you, if you know that they trust you, then that maybe isn't a message for you. And, you know, I feel like this one might be a popular pile, like intuitively, so we'll see. But, yeah, maybe there'll be two messages there. But yeah, it's like, it just makes you wonder, because it's like there's this idea of trust, but then there's this unstableness, right? And with the scythe, they can talk about a cutting away of something, right? Cutting away of something new and dear. So I don't know, maybe for some of you, it's like they don't really know where things stand with you, right? Maybe they're still tentatively getting to know you, and this is a newer connection, and that's normal, you know what I mean? Like that they might really see you as a good friend with potential, okay? So for a lot of you, I think that this is somebody who sees you as somebody who's not only a friend, but there's potential for even more. And they really do have a mental connection to you. It's not just physical. Although, you know, with the passion here, I do think that there is some level of attraction, especially if it's fitting. You know, obviously not all of you will be asking about a situation where attraction is, you know, up for grabs as a possibility. But, you know, in the situations where there is, I do think that there is something there. The other thing I was going to say is that, well, I just kind of wonder about the thing with the scythe and the child and the house. It makes me wonder if, like, yeah, maybe they had previous experiences where they have a hard time trusting people or something. But yeah, I generally, this is pretty positive nonetheless. So we have to get more information. Okay, yeah, so this person wants to get to know you more. Okay, it's like, and maybe for some of you, if this person hasn't moved forward like a lot, it's because they're still trying to figure out what the deal is, you know what I mean? Like they may be still a little bit unstable in terms of their feelings. Like they're not really sure whether they trust themselves to move forward with you, or yeah, we have not the right time. So again, for those of you that are watching, of course, and you feel like this person's stagnant, this is because somehow the timing is off here. And it could be because of circumstances. It could be because of, you know, them just not knowing you just yet, and maybe they're just not ready to move on, especially if they've had like a recent like problem. Then I would say that's definitely the case. But yeah, we do have not the right time. So it makes me feel like, yeah, there is something unstable here. Okay. So even if they really admire you, even if they really think highly of you, and you have a wonderful, beautiful mind, there's just something about this situation right now in terms of how they feel, is that they're afraid to start something new. And I'm going to tell you, for some of you, this person, especially if you're dating them and it's kind of wishy-washy, it's because they're not ready to make any firm decisions yet. like they're not trusting the situation. And again, it may have nothing to do with you being trustworthy, right? It could be about they have a hard time trusting in general, maybe even trusting themselves, you know, to stick around as well. But this is like this desire to get to know you more. There's more information needed as well. Like I wouldn't say, especially like in a situation like that, where it's maybe someone you're getting to know, it's not because they're devoid of passion, right? They're not devoid of interest. There is passion, there is interest there, but they're cautious, you know, because perhaps, you know, they have had situations where it all falls apart very quickly. Uranus, you know, it's all like surprises and kind of a little bit disruptive. We've got the Lotus Jewel. Underneath your feathered exterior lies a radiant diamond glimmering with truth, beauty, and wisdom. Yeah, I can totally see that this person really admires your mental acuity. Like you're very smart to them. And again, beauty, beautiful. And we have that mental beauty, but beauty and wisdom here. So there's just something about your mind that's very beautiful. I know I've said those words a lot, but it keeps coming through for me so strongly. And again, truth. Maybe there's something about you. It's truth and trust. It's like, I don't know. For some of you, maybe, of course, you have shared some truth with this person. And they're like, wow, I can't trust this person. They're very honest, you know? Now, the first one we have here is just one more chapter. So it's like this person can't get enough of you. It's like they still want to explore. They still want to know the next chapter. I don't feel like this person is like feeling like they need to walk away or anything like that. I think that they are getting to know you, especially if it's a newer connection. I think that they're curious to see what could be ahead. Two of Wands as well kind of plays into that for me. But also with just one more chapter, this could be a shared love of reading or investigation, getting to know things, and that sort of thing. We have live the life you love. Oh man, for some of you, especially ones that do make money doing something that you're very passionate about, this is something that they really, really admire in you. And perhaps it's like something they would want to do too. I know that message won't be for everyone, but I definitely pick it up for some of you. It's like, or, you know, maybe it's like not even working in something you love, but doing things that you love, you know, having a life full of enjoyment, you know, doing the things that you enjoy. Maybe they've fallen off track where they've not done that. And it's like, you're a good reminder of like how much there is to experience and stuff like that. We also have here this little angel here. So again, I think they see you as a very nice person, even if they're fearful, right? I would still say, and of course here we have the cat. Now the cat here, of course, cats to me represent independence, and you know, it makes you wonder about like whether this person, it's like maybe they're a little bit moody or something, like where they want their independence. And Uranus can be like that too. It's like they want their independence. I have two people I know with Uranus in the 7th house, by the way, and both of them are like that. My husband's one of them, and we've been together for 20 years, but. So again, it's not something like, you know, some people will say in astrology, oh, you're in his 7th house, divorce, you know, obviously not. But he does like his independence, I would say. And I know another girl that has that as well. And she also values that as well. Like I've noticed that she's kind of like, well, I want to get married, but I'm not sure because like I kind of don't want to have to share anything here. So this person could kind of have those type of vibes. Of course, that could affect you. You know what I mean? Maybe they're used to being independent. This could be a bachelor or somebody who's been alone a long time. It doesn't have to be though. It doesn't have to be. But there could be a cautiousness, you know? I think cats naturally have an instinct to be cautious. They're very like, you know, unless they're of course like certain types of cats. And then they're too sweet. But you know what I mean? Like I get that more like agile sort of careful one. We also have here this little, we have a little witch brewing something. So maybe for some of you, they know you to be like a spell worker or a witchy type of personality. And maybe they like that about you, you know? And here we have handmade. Well, maybe you've made something for them, or again, maybe you do something that's handicraft as well that they really like. Maybe you have a passion for making something or doing something as well, or maybe you've encouraged them with that as well. But yeah. And then we have Abu here with the greedy personality, because he's going after that jewel and he's all excited. Now with Abu here, I think it can relate to a bit of greediness. Like, I kind of wonder if this person, they are a little bit selfish. And it's not to say that they're a bad person. I'm not saying, like, watch out for this person, but I do kind of wonder, like, I don't feel like this person's on firm footing, is what I would say. And they may kind of have a little bit more of a focus on their life. Okay, that's what I'm going to say. We also have here the paw, and so I think of dogs. Of course, this person might love dogs, animals, have a dog, or something like that. Of course, you know, loyalty comes to mind. So I wouldn't say that this person is necessarily disloyal, and I don't think they have any bad intentions, okay? I don't think that, but there may be a carefulness here. And with friendship here, again, maybe they're afraid to explore beyond friendship, you know? For some of you, that's the thing. It's like, maybe it's like, oh man, I really don't know if I want to move this beyond friendship. I have that passion, but it's not a good idea, because maybe it's like, it's better to keep this as a friendship, right? I don't want to break up a home maybe here with the house, or or hurt a child even. That could be also, you know what I mean? Like, maybe this is like, you know, speaking to something deeper, of course, for some of you, but yeah. Now we also have the horse here, and horses actually can be, you know, connected toward, one second, I want to grab my book here, but they can be connected towards groups and things of that nature too. Ay. I'm like dropping everything. I love my new microphone because I can like move around. Your personal freedom is of the highest priority, sometimes at the expense of others' approval, and you buck whenever someone tries to stifle you in any way. Well, of course, this person could feel you're the same way, by the way. It doesn't have to be just them. Even though you know how to travel to other dimensions and realities, you still deal well with the mundane issues and concerns. Yeah, there's something about you that's very grounded, but like at the same time very spiritual, witchy, like otherworldly. You're very loyal to others once they've earned your trust. And again, this person may be trying to figure out if they can earn your trust. And especially for newer connections, yeah, this person's just trying to see they really like you. There's a good vibe, but they're just trying to see whether they can trust you. You love to wander about just for the sake of exploring with no particular goal or agenda in mind. And you're a natural leader and evoke confidence in others. And this comes from my Animal Spirit Guides book. This is a great book. I would recommend it. Always helpful. When I see an animal like out and about and I'm like, oh my God, that's a sign. I know it's a sign. I'll go read that book. Anyway, we have here the Taurus symbol as well. So this person could be a Taurus. Of course, Tauruses, you know, are very slower to open up. It's a fixed energy. And, you know, I was just thinking about this before I sat down, because I was just thinking about like something about my life or whatever. Anyway, I'm not going to go into the details, but I have a lot of Aries, right? As some of you may know, but I also have Leo rising, right? So I have fixed angles. So my angles are fixed. I also have Taurus, Mars, and some stuff in Scorpio as well, and as Aquarius, right? I've got Jupiter in Aquarius. I've got Saturn in Scorpio, South Node in Scorpio, and my IC in Scorpio. And anyway, Pluto in Scorpio, of course, as well. But, you know, the thing about it is that I do kind of, sometimes I'm reluctant to change. And I change a lot. Like, a lot of people would see that in my life and they'd be like, no. But they don't understand like how much internal struggle I have with change, actually. Like, yes, I change, and like that drive from Aries, like that, all the Aries, you know, Sun, Moon, Mercury, and Venus, like, it's like, yes, it drives me forward and I'll do it. But like, I really have a hard time with change sometimes. And I'm not always eager for it, you know? And yeah, so that's kind of the thing. It could be somebody who's quite careful, and, you know what I mean, is just, you know, maybe a slower mover at times. But yeah, that's what I'm getting here. And I'm going to see, I think I got all the messages here for you guys that I think that I'm going to get here. But yeah, I think that this person, there's definitely, you know, a desire here, but there may be something unstable, and it's like they want to trust it. And again, I think that there's, for a lot of you, friendship with potential for more is what I want to say. And of course, if this is somebody you're already romantically involved with, again, kind of, I would say that they feel like they want to explore more, but they're a little bit hard to pin down or something like that. But anyway, that's what I'm seeing. I really do hope it was helpful for you. If you do want to get back to the channel, you can tip this video if you'd like. Leaving a comment means a lot to me, so that's always a plus. And then, of course, you know, you can always go on my wish list and get something if you'd like. And then, of course, there is my Etsy store if you want to get a personal reading, and a members area if you want to see some more exclusive pick a card content. But you guys take care. Lots of love to you, and I will see y'all next time. Hello, my beautiful friends. So group number 4, you've chosen red agate. I love the color of red agate. Isn't it pretty? Oh, I just love it. So let's see. How does the person on your mind feel about you? So we've got the card Truth, and we've got Endurance. So that's quite interesting. With Truth, we have Bittersweet Nightshade, and we've got here Endurance with Cactus. I feel like this person is a bit afraid to get hurt. That's one of the things that comes off to me right away. I do want to say I don't think that this person has told you everything that is true. I kind of wonder if there's something they're afraid to talk to you about. I want to see what else comes out here. Okay, now we have the Lilac, First Emotions of Love. Love is a magician that pulls man out of his own hat. Ooh, okay, so that's a pretty promising card, by the way, if you are looking at somebody you really like and you're wanting to know if they like you back. I guess it would be safe to say that for a lot of you, we have that first emotions of love. So there's definitely perhaps a crush going on or something very sweet. If it's a platonic situation, don't force that. It can be just, appreciation and really feeling connected to you, okay? Now we also have here Pisces. And I'm going to get the rest of the cards out here. We have Obsession. Someone in this connection is gripped by obsessive thoughts. And we've got here the Ten of Swords and the Five of Swords. And we've got the Snake, the Stars, and the Clover. Okay. How does this person feel about you? If you and this person have had any issues, like problems, maybe fights, arguments, anything like that, I feel like this person can't get it out of their mind. They may feel quite like gripped by certain thoughts or focused on certain thoughts or experiences with you. So if something bad happened between you, they may be focusing a lot on those particular thoughts, like a negative ending as an example with the Ten of Swords. Pisces can be quite a dreamy sign, right? And I wouldn't say that they get like as obsessed as Scorpios can get that I've seen, but it depends. I mean, of course, house placements play a role. Every sign can get obsessed. You know what I mean? Like, I hate when, we try to put blanket statements on certain signs necessarily, because I just kind of did that with Scorpio. And that's not to say others can't feel quite obsessed. Like with Aries, of course, the obsession may not last as long, right? Because it's Mars ruled just like Scorpio. And it's like, oh yeah, we'll be like more like obsessed for a short period and then we get over it, right? Scorpios will hold on to that a lot longer, generally. Unless, of course, there are other factors at play, like maybe, 12th house ruler in the 5th is an example that might dissolve feelings of love and attract, feelings, especially if it's Venus ruled in that case. You know what I mean? There are things that can contribute to that. But anyway, this person could be kind of very much up in their head about you. Of course, Pisces relates to me about like kind of a dreamy, daydreaming especially, and kind of like getting lost in their thoughts about you. But it's also very like kind of a quiet, presence. And so it's like, I feel like this person's hiding something from you, to be honest. They want to tell you something. And of course, this might be kind of wanting to tell you about their feelings, right? But maybe they're afraid of rejection. For some of you, that's the case. It's like they want to tell you that they like you. They want to be truthful, but they're afraid. Maybe there's something that you've said that would make them think that you're not interested, or I would watch out, especially for some of you, on things like that. If you said like, oh, I'm not really ready for a relationship, and then they're like sitting there, damn it. You know what I mean? Like, I was hoping to, get with them. Of course, if you've had an argument, they may feel like you're not receptive to them anymore, that you're mad at them. But I actually feel like this person thinks about you quite a lot, to be honest. Quite a lot. And let me see here. Tell me more. Okay, we have the dog, the house, and the fox. Now, the dog can show feelings of loyalty. Same with the house, by the way, too. I think those two cards kind of play out into like a loyal feeling. But we have here the fox, again, kind of a sneaky presence. And I kind of wonder here, it's like this person's loyal, but they're hiding something from you, okay? That's what I'm getting. This person's loyal, but they're hiding something from you. They don't want to say something. I'm like very curious as to what this is, because what are they hiding from group number 4? Like, can you give me a general message that will apply to most people watching this? I know it's not possible to have everyone, but what are they hiding? They could be hiding themselves. Oh, interesting. Man, tower, and lady. Well, maybe they're hiding from you. Maybe some of you are not in contact with this person, or they're not telling you everything about themselves. This tower can represent solitude. And because these aren't tarot cards, these are Lenormand cards, it has a totally different meaning than the tarot tower. And yeah, I kind of wonder. Like, maybe they're acting like, look at the man's looking this way, the lady's looking that way, right? And it's like, maybe it's like they're looking at you, depending, but you're not noticing. Like, maybe they're spying on you. Like, they're looking at you, but they're not really saying a whole lot about it. This could be about work as well. They might be doing something for you in work, or trying to as well. That could be something. Let me see. Anything else about this person in terms of their feelings? Okay, one second. Let me see what flipped over. I felt it and now I can't find it. Like, what? There it is. The situation will improve. Okay, so, and that's interesting with endurance, because endurance implies that we're going to keep going. And so if there's been a problem with you guys, maybe you guys had a little bit of an argument, or things feel kind of tense or weird or strange, this is going to improve, and they want it to improve. They feel like it will improve. And that's true too with the stars and the clover. It feels like, you know, it's like waiting for something to change or to improve, or luck to improve as well. So yeah, I would say that they're hopeful for something to improve, or like for things to get better. We have not the right time as well. And we've got here within the next few months. So, okay, the other thing I could say is that this person, especially if this is someone that, you know, is sort of wishy-washy, or a little bit, I don't know, maybe they're not stably around or something like that. Maybe it's because this person's waiting for a situation in their life to improve. Maybe for some of you, it's like they don't want to say or do something before situation improves. Like, I'm trying to think of a good example of this, of what I'm trying to say. I had one and then it sort of slipped my mind. But it could be like, sort of like, well, in a few months things will be better and then I'll do that thing. You know what I mean? Like, once I finish this project or something, then I can move on to the next step, or, you know, things of that nature. And whatever the circumstances are between you and this person, is I do feel like you can expect some sort of improvement within the next few months. Like, that I think is a given here. And they do have some sort of future plans. And that makes sense too with the endurance card too, right? So let me see here what kind of charms we get. Okay, we've got here happy, like a little birthday, happy birthday. So maybe for some of you, there'll be a birthday soon. Of course, you know, we can talk about celebrations as well, happy. And again, maybe this person wants to be happy with you as well. We have Arbor. Do as you would be done by, almost too simple, but this is all you need to get by. So treating each other with equality and respect, you know, giving the treatment to someone else that you would expect. You know what I mean? And so there could be something there. If there's been like a lack of that, maybe they've thought about this, you know? Like where maybe you treated them one way, they treated you another. There could be some sort of feelings regarding that. Maybe for some of you there's guilt here, you know what I mean? If that was the case. We have here Hamsa, so I think of like protection when I see this. And of course I see also the butterfly here too. We have a lot of butterfly imagery, obviously. I did use a butterfly flower deck. So naturally. And of course we have a little butterfly in the Five of Swords. So that's definitely something here too. Now the butterfly, I want to kind of, let's look at that, the butterfly. So the butterfly, it says here, you have a profound appreciation for the natural cycles of life, death, rebirth that occur within and around you. And again, maybe there's some sort of rebirth situation here. You have a great deal of vitality with exotic and colorful tastes in your choices of clothing, decor, art, music, and even friends. You're very attractive to others and people are naturally drawn to you. I do feel like they feel like you are somebody that, you know, kind of is very attractive. You can be flighty and generally don't form strong attachments to other people. Okay, so there's that too. And maybe they feel like that's you or that's them. Maybe they have a hard time opening up. You don't do well in a harsh or toxic environment. As such, you have to live where the air and water are clean. And maybe for some of you that's the case for you, or, you know, maybe they are taking a step back as well for that purpose, because they're just kind of like, not just in the air quality, but more like their life. And you adjust to change very readily and easily. So again, there's a little bit more of a fluidity here. Same Pisces, you know what I mean? It's more fluid. And we have Cancer here too. And Taurus. And yeah, so of course, Taurus and Cancer can be, and Scorpio, by the way, that's the other one. And I was talking about Scorpio. Anyway, yeah, these signs could be prevalent here in this person's chart. Maybe they have some of these placements. But yeah, I do feel like there is a private nature here, but this person, like they're not telling you everything. That I can tell you. Like they're not opening up fully about what's going on within them as well. They may act like they don't care, but actually they care a lot, you know? We also have here this cross, and of course this has Jesus on it, so it does kind of indicate more of a spiritual thing, you know, religious thing. So maybe they're Christian or something like that, Catholic, Orthodox, something like this. But of course as well, crosses can indicate burdens and problems, and but also faith, and there's a lot of things, you know, sacrifice, especially with Jesus on the cross. And of course we have here this key and the red string. This always speaks to me as somebody who really feels a strong connection. So there can be something very soulmatey about this connection. And of course we have also the heart as well. So I do think that this person they hold some sort of love for you. We have that first emotions of love card, don't forget, with lilacs. And so here's the heart here as well, showing that there is some sort of love, some sort of affection and caring as well. And we have here the witch here. So they may, yeah, we might have somebody who thinks or feels like you're a witch or witchy in some way. And yeah. And this person may feel like you've done a spell on them, or like they feel like you put a spell on them. I'm not saying literally, like, but they might feel like entranced, or like it's out of their control how attracted they are. And we also have here the love between a grandmother and granddaughter is forever. So for some of you, you might have a message from a grandmother that's passed on, or there could be some sort of something here in regard to grandma. Let me see what is going on here. Look at that heart on the bottom. So it makes me think that there's a message of love from a grandmother. Yeah. I think your grandmother, especially those of you that have a past one, she wants you to know that she will guide you through all the difficult times as much as she possibly can. And then again, that's a separate message, I think, from the reading. It's just the message coming through. But yeah. Anyway, you guys, that is what I'm seeing for those of you that chose this group. I feel like this is like probably the more complicated group. There's definitely some I think, complicated situations in this one. It doesn't feel as straightforward as the other ones, and it's a little bit harder to read. So there are probably a lot of complicated feelings and complicated situations here, and sometimes that's hard to tap into when we're talking about a lot of different people that could be possibly watching this, right? Like, realistically, how can I get all the messages clear as day when everyone has a little bit of a different situation? And like I said, I don't feel like this is like the right. It's not like where everything's just black and white. Like, I feel like, but the thing about it is to remember that this situation can improve within the next few months. And maybe right now things are a little bit strange with this person or unstable in some way, but I think that you could expect some sort of change. They may feel like they're hopeless at some point in their life right now. Maybe they feel like things are challenging. But I do think that will change, okay? So with that being said, I wish you all the very best. If you want to join here as a member on the channel, you can get exclusive pick a card content. You can also get back to the channel by donating here on this video by leaving a tip, or you can go on my wish list, of course. And whenever you click on Amazon links as well, I get, compensation. Not much, but it adds up after a few months. I can usually get something like a deck for the channel. And of course, getting a personal reading with me is also a possibility through my Etsy store. I do have some days where I'll be keeping it closed, but just check. There'll be a message on there when I'll reopen. It's just to ensure that I get more time for myself because I've been trying to take more time off. And yeah, but I wish you all the very best. Take care of yourselves, and I'll see y'all next time. Bye-bye.